Welcome to Sense and Sensibility on Wavy Plus. I am your host, Laura Oliver from afrugalchick.com, and today we are going to talk about dating and finances. Whether you are in a steady relationship with a partner, searching for the one, or just playing the field, inflation is affecting your dating budget. The stereotypical dinner and a movie for many people is now over $80. And if your date prefers a more immersive movie experience or extra butter on their popcorn, the cost can get staggering to a frugal chick like me. As someone who dated for more than 25 years before I met the frugal rooster, I know there is nothing worse than wasting money on a bad first date. I already had to get out of my pajama pants, do my hair and makeup, and drive somewhere to take 2 seconds and figure out this was not going to be a thing. Sometimes it was just a cup of coffee, but sometimes it was a full-blown, miserable dinner with the waitress telling us how cute we were together. Splitting the bill at the end of the night felt like a huge waste of time and money. But fortunately, there are people out there, including the one I married, who know how to have an amazing frugal date. Whenever I dated someone who showed creativity or made an effort to have a great experience on a budget, I always admired that. And when my girlfriends call me now excited about their dates, it's almost always something creative. Today, we will discuss the art form that is frugal dating, or more specifically, frugal dating without looking cheap. Before you can pay for a date, you have to find someone to go on a date with. I speak from experience that even that part can be very expensive. If you don't want to break the bank on the apps, consider attending local events that interest you. Sports people like to attend sporting events. If you're active in a faith, attend your local church or synagogue and get involved. Volunteer at an animal shelter or a soup kitchen. It will be easier to find like-minded people who will want to continue to volunteer in the future with you. Once you find someone you're interested in and have established they're interested too, you need to plan the first date. But I would always recommend doing something quick like coffee or drinks to save yourself the previously mentioned awkwardness. But once you move to the first big outing and the ones after, you have some really great options. Some of these suggestions would be horrible first dates, so please use your discretion. Before considering any activities or asking about anything specific, review your budget. Create a realistic guideline about what you can actually afford versus what activities will add stress to your life. Nothing good comes from not being truthful with yourself about what you can afford. If you're cash flowing college, paying down debt, or saving for a big trip, don't set yourself back for a night out. If date night is a priority, just add a line item to your budget. You could set aside $50 or $100 a paycheck and then challenge yourself to really maximize those dollars. Pick a dollar amount and consider the possibilities. I believe one of the largest untapped resources in American communities is the public library. Many people may not think of the library as romantic, but for us nerds, walking through those stacks and looking at books together sounds like heaven. If you need a bit more than that, consider a scavenger hunt. Create a list of books to find with a specific color, word, number, title, and then quietly and calmly race to find them. Spend some time in the kids section and look for books that inspired you when you were younger to share with each other. Browse the cookbooks and pick a recipe to make together, or pick a book each or for each other and curl up on the couch to read. Libraries often now have a maker space where you can check out or use items such as sewing machines, crafting supplies, video editing equipment, vinyl cutters, and STEAM activities. Some even have 3D printers. Libraries now offer extensive streaming services as well. With your membership, you can stream movies and television shows or listen to audiobooks together. National and state parks are making a comeback, and they are prime territory for some amazing dates. In 2026, the national parks will have 10 days when the entrance to the parks that charge admission is free. Those free days are restricted to U.S. citizens and residents. Visit the park for hiking, fishing, biking, or just to enjoy the scenery. And there are a few ways to get free passes for other days. Free national park passes are available to U.S. citizens and permanent residents with permanent disabilities. That's called an access pass. Current military personnel and dependents, fourth grade students, and Gold Star families. Also, if you volunteer 250 service hours, you receive a free annual pass. Passes generally cover entrance fees for the pass holder and passengers in a non-commercial vehicle. You could also consider renting cabins or campsites in the parks instead of staying in hotels for a long weekend. You might get some breathtaking views at a discount. Some state parks offer annual passes as well, which can help offset entrance and, in some cases, parking fees. For select individuals, state passes are also free based on verification of eligibility. Pack a cooler, grab your walking shoes, and enjoy a park for a frugal date. If your idea of a good time is a night at the theater, check out some of your local high school, church, or community shows. As someone who occasionally performs in my area, I know we have some incredible talent worth the generally reasonable price of admission. My castmates always put me to shame. If you live in a larger area, you also likely have a high school with a stellar theater program. Check on social media for those performances. Where I live, tickets are generally under $10 and support a great cause. If you would like it to be a free night, consider volunteering. For the price of some time ushering or bartending, you can see the show at no cost to yourself. After the show, you clean up some playbills, and then you leave right as the parking lot's clearing out. If you can paint, sew, or operate power tools, consider attending a work night. Most theaters will give you 2 free tickets for one night of some slightly skilled labor. If you want to go to a professional show, consider an off night. Off-Broadway shows do come through my town every year, but the prices can be very high, particularly for popular shows. By going on a weeknight, I can usually save a few bucks on the ticket. Sometimes those shows end earlier as well, which I greatly appreciate. The difference between a 7:30 show and an 8 o'clock show feels like more than 30 minutes when I get to go home and go to bed earlier. If concerts are your thing, watch your city's event calendars. We have several wonderful symphonies, orchestras, and choirs in our area that regularly perform for free in addition to their ticketed events. Our summer date nights are filled with free concerts and snacks. We grab our chairs, a packed cooler, and a sweatshirt and head out for a night of entertainment. For more popular artists, I do have a few tricks for discounted tickets. If the venue has lawn seats, I usually check Groupon first. Sometimes those seats will be available at lower prices with none of the fees. Live Nation operates dozens of venues in the United States, and each spring they run a $25 ticket sale. Lawn seats, or in some cases, seats, go on sale for only $25 with no fees. Seats may be limited for extremely popular shows, and they aren't available for every show. But we've attended quite a few concerts with $25 tickets. And on 2 or 3 occasions, we have even been able to secure seats undercover at that price. One of my favorite discounts is a gift card discount. Even better, a gift card match. Several restaurants in my area offer deals such as spend $50 on gift cards and get a free $50 gift card for yourself. Now, they intend you to give one of the gift cards away and keep the other one, but I usually keep both. We like to combine these discounts with happy hour specials or early bird dinner specials. But please remember to tip well. Just because you got a deal, if you have an excellent server, show them your appreciation. If you're more of a to go and eat at home type of person, consider grabbing the lunch special and eating it for dinner. At a restaurant by our house, their lunch portions are basically the same as their dinner portions. I can go during the day and pay half price. Then we use the air fryer at night to reheat some delicious food. Turn your date night into a competition to see who can plan the best date night on a budget. Each partner has $25 and stretches it to see who can create the most fantastic experience. Or maybe prepare a meal using only $5 from the store and everything else that's from the deep freezer. Stay home with a themed food and movie night too. If the movie selection for the night is Bollywood, go with Indian food. If the show you watch is set in New York, grab yourself a slice of pizza and a piece of cheesecake. One of my favorite things to do with my husband is volunteer together. As active members of our church, we have many opportunities to serve in various capacities. But don't think that because you don't belong to a religious or community group, there aren't places to serve. In my immediate family alone, we have people volunteering in animal rescue, at the botanical gardens, in the local arts community, in environmental protection, and at the children's hospital. And that's not to brag on us, but we have a large variety of interests, and everyone has found a place when they looked for it. Local libraries are almost always seeking help, and food pantries in our area generally need extra hands. Not everything has to be a long-term commitment. You can go for one day to clean up garbage or help plant trees. If one of you in the relationships is a nerd, and most relationships have a nerd, You could check out a museum together. The nerd will be thrilled that you even brought up the idea. In our area, we have several world-class museums that charge no admission, offer free days, or have very low entrance fees. Museums for All is an amazing program that offers free or reduced admission for those with EBT or WIC cards. And if you have a Bank of America card, you can take advantage of the Museums on Us program. The first full weekend of every month, you can use that card to get into 225 institutions in the United States. In September, we have Smithsonian Magazine Museum Day, where many museums open their doors to everyone with no admissions fee. And also watch for membership swaps at your local areas. In our case, we belong to the YMCA, and they do swaps pretty regularly with the zoo, the botanical gardens, or the art museum. So how do you use this information to help yourself? Well, I cannot help you find your person. That is another blogger and another day on another show. But I can try to help you hit your financial goals while you have a good time. These same activities are also suitable for nights out with groups, or for finding something fun to do with your kids, or when you just want to change your routine. Even if you're single, looking for fun things to do on your own, this list should help. And if your situationship is complicated, you can make it a casual date night by not spending a lot, low key, no big commitments. This list is together at afrugalchick.com/resources, and I hope it helps you find some creative activities to do with your friends. So here are our 2 money quotes for the day. A simple I love you means more than money, and Frank Sinatra would know. Coco Chanel, there are people who have money and people who are rich. You can head to afrugalchick.com and sign up for the daily newsletter. It arrives in your inbox at 10 a.m. every day with the best deals of the morning. And check out A Frugal Chick on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. This is Laura Oliver with Sense and Sensibility. Keep living well without going broke.